This is the intro jingle. This is the K-pop Daebak Show with Eric Nam. Ooh.
All right, guys, welcome to the K-pop Daebak Show with Eric Nam. This is Eric Nam, and I'm currently in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm in our parents' backyard.
Yeah, that's what you'd call this.
So that's why there are birds chirping. It's been raining on and off, and we were like, well, I wonder if this is going to really mess up the sound.
Yeah, but we were like, probably.
But then we're like, let's just do it anyways.
Just do it.
Because we want people
Authenticity
to hear, right,
is key.
Authenticity.
These days, with
It's about
Photoshop and everything,
authenticity.
it's all about authenticity.
And it's all about being genuine.
Genuine.
And, I think some people, they might like to hear the sounds of the suburbs. Oh, that should be a song title, Sounds of the Suburbs.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds of the Burbs.
Burbs.
The Burbs.
Sounds of the burbs. Burb sounds.
The burb sounds. Let's get the show started. Welcome to the K-pop Daebak Show with Eric Nam. I'm joined today with Brian.
Nom.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
You might be
I
adopted.
live at this guy's house.
You might be
And
adopted, too.
Well, I could be adopted, but I still get access to all his stuff.
Everything. Anyways, we haven't been home in a long time. I haven't been home in like a year. It might have been almost exactly a year. When's the last time you were home?
I mean, probably December. Actually, no. Right after Christmas. So it's been like 6 months.
Okay. We're
Wait,
home.
when did you come back?
Last year on my tour. It was the last time I was here.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm in Atlanta. We're here. I just finished my tour in Europe, for those of you who have been following up with me on my socials and on the show. Finally wrapped the London shows. Had a great time. And then I stuck around in London to take a bunch of meetings. I was supposed to chill out, but as everybody knows, that's never possible.
Right. Eric's not the guy to just chill out. Hold on.
So I just did a bunch of meetings and hung out and met people. And I did go to a museum, and I saw Hamilton.
The Broadway show?
Yeah.
They go to London?
Well, London has great musical theater as well.
Hmm.
And I watched it. I went by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a ticket, and it was such a good show. To be honest, I was 10 minutes late.
How much was the ticket?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I heard those things are pretty expensive.
But
Mm-hmm. It was worth it, though.
it was definitely worth it. My thing is, I don't like musical theater that much, but when everybody raves about a show and everybody around me says it's an amazing show, I wanted to check it out.
Right.
So I went, I saw it, and it was a really good show.
I mean, the fact that I was even considering wanting to watch it says something about it.
Right, because you're just
Because I do not like Broadway shows.
Yeah. You don't.
But we have watched Lion King 4 or 5 times now.
It's unintentionally
Right.
watch Lion King.
We watched Lion King 4 times in the span of 2 months.
I've watched it twice.
No,
3
we
times.
watched it more.
No.
London, Singapore.
That was it.
Didn't Korea? No.
No, we didn't go to Korea.
Oh, but then when I was
But
really
we
much
got
younger.
invited. Yeah, you
when
went
I was
when you were
much
young.
younger.
But anyways, so yeah, we're in Atlanta because I am writing songs in Nashville this week, and then I'm going to New York for some more meetings and catching up with family, and then we go to LA for more songwriting. I'm trying to put together an album. Burb Sounds might be a song on it.
Burb Sounds
Burb Sounds.
by Eric Nam.
You hear those birds? It'll be on Burb Sounds.
I haven't heard the sound of birds in so long.
Really?
Because we're in Seoul.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Seoul
You
is
don't
such
have
a
birds
concrete.
just nesting around,
Yeah.
laying eggs everywhere. Which what? I wish we had more birds in Seoul. Or at least where we live.
Anyways, yeah, so we're finally back, and we're here actually in time for Eddie's engagement party.
He's getting married.
Eddie's getting married.
We're losing him.
We are we're losing him. We are losing Eddie, but that's fine, because we gain a sister.
True.
We
Yeah.
gain a sister.
gain a sister.
What should we say? We weren't actually invited to the engagement party.
Right? We weren't.
We still don't have a formal invitation to the wedding.
Right. That's right.
I have been given zero notice about where this thing is, what we're doing.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. He has told us nothing.
He's out of courtesy, and you guys are busy, so I didn't want to bother you. I'm like, bruh, it's your wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And we're supposed to be your best men.
Right.
By the way, we're horrible at being best men because We have to plan stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're not good at it.
Yeah, let's just say a lot is not ready.
Yeah, a lot of things are not ready right now. He just texted us. What'd he say? So it says summer casual.
This is how little we know.
Like this dress code is summer casual. But what does summer casual mean?
We have no idea.
No idea.
No idea.
So I texted him, was like, can we wear shorts? And he didn't respond. He just responded to someone else. He says, just let me know. I'm like, what? This guy. By the way, where is he? Why don't you go ahead and tell him where he is?
This guy. Well,
Tiny Eddie,
an acorn of a man, as one would say, is at a dog party, I believe.
Yeah.
I guess we did get invitation to this party though.
The dog party?
Yeah, we did.
Well, you did. I got it like at breakfast, and I was like, I don't know what to say.
That's when I got it too.
Oh. Well.
Yeah. So as you can see, yeah, he doesn't really invite us to stuff. It's like middle school when like the entire grade gets invited to a birthday party, and the next day you come to school and everyone's talking about it, and it gets really quiet when you walk in.
Well, you know that I never got invited to like anything.
Our own brother doesn't invite us to things.
Do you know what's really sad? You just made me really sad because I just realized, like, I remembered in middle school where it was like the bar mitzvahs and the bat mitzvahs.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I never got invited. Like, I was such a loser in middle school and through most of high school. Mm-hmm. Like, I never got invited to anything.
But hey, bar mitzvahs are overrated.
Well,
it's great to be the one that is throwing the bar mitzvah because I heard they get a ton of gifts.
I'm sure you've been to one, right?
Oh, yeah.
You've been to a bar mitzvah or a bat mitzvah.
Because like it's like 7th or 8th grade where like I think that's a year of bat mitzvahs. Is that how you pronounce it?
There's bar and bat. I think one's for men, one's for women.
Oh.
I think.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I would know if I had gone, but I don't. So
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, interesting times.
What did you do at the bar mitzvah?
It's like, now that I think about it, like we're all 7th graders and they're playing like...
Everybody has braces.
Everyone has braces.
Kind of drooling because of braces.
And I think it's like when you turn, is it 12?
I think it's 13.
13. And yeah, so everyone just has bar mitzvahs back to back. And everyone is playing the exact same song. So it was like TikTok by Kesha. They were playing Shots by Lil Jon, which now thinking back on it is highly inappropriate
for a 7th grader party.
Yeah. I don't know what the parents were thinking the entire time. Yeah. Shots, Dynamite by, what's his name?
Tayo Cruz. I saw him in an airport once.
I don't even know what he looks like.
He looks like Tayo Cruz.
Oh. I feel like he's one of those guys that you know their music, but you might not know their face.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, and because it was like before the time of social media was huge as well. Right. So it's a lot easier. But for me, like, I only knew it because I love music and I almost wrote with him one time. And so that's why I think I knew kind of who he was. Yeah. I think I saw him it was like in London or somewhere at an airport. But anyways.
Yeah, it was like Dynamite and like Bumblebee by
What is Bumblebee?
What's the Black Eyed Peas songs? Like, it's like bzz bzz or something. You know what I'm talking about? I'm a bee. I'm a bee. Wait, what did I call it? Bumblebee? Bumblebee. Okay, same thing.
Definitely not the same thing.
And I guess when you're in 7th or 8th grade, they're probably playing like NSYNC.
Again, Brian, I wouldn't know because I was never invited. So
I'm trying to date you.
I'm trying to
date you, as in not date. Like what was hot back then? Back in the old days.
My middle school days, honestly, I really don't remember. I feel like 9th grade was like Usher, the time of Usher. Like Love in This Club and Confessions.
Like Whitney Houston. The Beatles.
No, bro, what do you think of me?
The Beatles.
Oh my God, no. Yeah. It was like middle school, what year was that? 2002, probably.
Great song.
So I think that was like time of Britney Spears, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. And then it was like the year after that, like hip hop started coming up for like to be cool. And then it was like all these crazy collaborations. And then like Sierra, Ying Yang Twins, Usher, who else? Lil Jon.
Yeah.
Alicia Keys was killing it.
mean, she's still killing it.
She is still killing it. But anyways, yeah, I've never been to a bar or bat mitzvah. I'm still bitter. I still remember their names. I mean, it's all good.
It's all good.
Cause like there was only like this is probably a reason why like there were like I feel like there were like 2 or 3 Jewish kids in my grade.
Yeah, there's probably like 20 in my grade.
So there was legit like not a lot.
Yeah, so like the probability is like not that favorable.
It's very low.
Yeah.
But I was definitely a loser. So I was never invited to anything.
We were all losers.
I don't believe you.
We were all losers.
I feel like Eddie and Brian, you guys assimilated very quickly to those schools.
That's true.
But anyways, we digress. We are in Atlanta for his engagement party. We are going to the engagement party in a few hours. Again, we don't really know how to dress. We don't know what we're getting into. He said there's going to be a lot of drinking involved. But again, like we're not very good drinkers.
Right.
So we're just going to watch him drunk dance.
Yeah.
What should we talk about? We haven't even like really started this show.
Yeah. Where are we going with this episode?
I don't know.
We just kind of hopped on the mics and I thought Eric was going to.
So, okay, here's the thing. We have all these like I bought a lot of new equipment.
Oh yeah.
Because we're trying to make this sound better and we want to make this like the dream is to make this a thing where wherever I travel and wherever we are across the world, we can set up, interview cool people, and then like make it into cool content for you guys to watch and listen on YouTube and on iTunes and Spotify or whatever. And we're still experimenting with the different formats. You know, there's the K-pop Daebak where we talk about recent releases and we talk about music. And then there's, I think what a lot of people enjoy is like the rambles and us just kind of talking.
Right.
And so we're trying to figure out like, do we need to spin it off into another show completely where we just ramble? Or can we just make K-pop Daebak kind of a whatever we want show? You know?
Right. I want to be respectful to those who are tuning in, you know, just to get the latest and greatest from K-pop, you know?
Right.
Because it is K-pop Daebak.
Right.
So would you guys want, like, what kind of podcast are you guys interested in? You know, what would you like to see here? If you like ramblings, do we create a separate podcast? Or do we loop it in as Eric was saying? These are all very important questions.
We're just really, you know, trying to make the best of it. And like...
And yeah, we did a survey. Which, yeah, thank you for filling that out. We had thousands of responses.
And if you haven't done so, you please go ahead and fill out the survey.
Right.
It definitely helps us. So as we've always said, we're trying to incorporate your ideas and your thoughts and what you guys want into this show. So the more, the better, and it definitely helps us out.
Right. But one of the questions was, what's your favorite segment? It's like the song breakdowns, the weekly releases, the rambles, interviews, and it was literally split exactly like 25%, 25%.
Oh, really?
25%.
Well, that's not helpful.
Wasn't really helpful at all. But thank you still.
So maybe we need to make 4 different podcasts.
Right.
Wait, could they just pick one?
They had to rank them. So you could like rank it 1 through 5 or 1 through 4. And it was literally just like all evenly separated.
That's hilarious. But anyways, for those of you who are tuning in for the songs of the week, we want to go ahead and introduce the songs. And instead of doing like the typical, like this is what the song's about, blah, 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 we just want to just highlight them. And then we just want to keep talking about just what's going on. I feel like we haven't really had a discussion between even Brian and I. We haven't seen each other in like a month.
Yeah, it's been a month.
I mean, we've been catching up. We always talk every day for work, but we do want to just catch up. But anyways, here's the first song of the week.
This is the next artist.
The first song is Chungha's Snappin'. Let's check it out. All right, and that was Snapping by Chungha. Chungha is back, and she's been at the top of the charts with this song, Snapping. She's back, and she was top in the charts, and she's still at the top of the charts, just in the top 5 consistently. And it's awesome. I saw Chungha maybe like a month and a half ago. It was like
that for?
She has a radio show, and so I was the guest, and it was my last official promotion before I left for tour. But Chungha's super nice, and she speaks English. For those of you guys who don't know, she lived for some time in Texas, and I think the first time I met her, it might have been on Yang Namja show that I hosted, or it was on like Master Key, I think is what it's called. But I remember she goes, all of a sudden she starts, like everything had been in Korean, and she goes, oh yeah, by the way, you could talk to me in English if you want. And I was like, what the? What? You speak English? I was so shocked because I had no idea. But
Yeah.
her English is perfect, and she was a great radio host. And I think the great thing about Chungha is that she's obviously a very talented individual. Like I never watched Produce 101, but I watched one of her auditions where she was like freestyle dancing, or she was dancing, and I was like, dang,
I've seen that video too. That video went like viral,
dancer.
right?
Yeah.
She was
dancer.
it's like to one of Beyonce's songs.
I think so.
Yeah.
So she's a great dancer, and then her singing, I think, has consistently improved with every song that she's released. Just listening to her albums. And the other thing, I think we spoke about this kind of like off the air on her radio show, but this was before she did her comeback. She's like, yeah, I'm doing my comeback. I'm a little nervous because the music's different. I was like, why is it different? And she's like, it's a little more pop driven. And I think maybe her songs up until now, maybe she had thought of them, and I guess it is a little more Korean influence than pop Western influence. And so I think she was like, hopefully people like it, but it's definitely more in line with what she was wanting to do. And I was like, that's what artists have to do. Artists have to do what they love to do.
I mean, you can relate to that, right?
I could relate to it 1,000,000,000%. So I was very excited to hear that she was doing what she wanted to do, and I really encouraged her to keep, challenging the conventions of what music works and doesn't. And clearly, it is a little different from her other releases, but it's working, and people are responding very well to it. It's been, I think it's been 5 days since it released. It has 15 million, 16 million views on YouTube. That's great. That's amazing. So congratulations to Chungha. And we've talked about writing together at some point. So who knows? One day maybe there will be a collab. I have no idea.
That'd be...
I actually do have a song for her. That might be really good for her.
English? Korean?
Well, we wrote it in English. I think it should stay in English.
That'd be cool if you guys did English.
Maybe I'll send it over to her. But again, congrats to Chungha. You know what? Like, she's one of those artists that I think in the future, like, she may be one of the great touring solo female artists. Because there are not many that are able to tour and do shows.
Right. Not many solo artists in general.
Yeah, right. But I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, that was Chungha's Snapping, and let's move on to the next song.
This is the next artist.
The next song is I-DLE with Uh-Oh. All right, so I-DLE, they're back with a brand new song, guys. So I'll be very honest. I really don't know much about this group.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you, because guys, I don't know that much about K-pop.
Right.
So don't be offended, but I really don't know that much about this group.
I personally do not either. I do know that, like, I feel like I completely missed out on the hype and the big coming up for them. I don't know where I was or what I was doing, but I really just did miss out on it.
Right.
I think I might have just been
I feel like they kind of came out of nowhere, no?
I mean, they did very well from their start.
Right. But, like, who's their company?
Cube.
Oh, okay. Never mind. So
but I think part of the thing is, for me, is that, and we've talked about this before, because there's so many different groups coming out constantly. Like, and I had not been doing music promotions at all. For like a year, right? So I think they debuted after, honestly, or like it was right before, right after. And so I really missed like keeping up with music shows and like listening to K-pop on a very, very regular basis. So I missed out on it. But that in that short period of time, they've kind of really exploded. They've been doing songs for, I think, League of Legends. The theme
You're
song.
a really good League of Legends player.
Me?
Yeah.
You guys, I'm an amazing League of Legends player.
He's not.
I die constantly.
Yeah. We're not the best gamers.
So my perception of G-Idol, and this is coming from a very uneducated, non-educated G-Idol viewer listener, is that I think the reason that they're starting to really come up, it goes back to like that special color that they have. And they have this color that I think not a lot of groups right now have in K-pop. For women, for female groups, for girl groups.
Right. And what would that be?
I think it's very like their fashion and their sound is, I want to say like edgy pop. It kind of reminds me of 4 Minute and 2NE1 mixed together. Right? So 4 Minute was under Cube.
Right.
So obviously there's like influence there, and then like bits of like 2NE1,
which is more like edgy, kind of badass.
Right. And I think that's like my perception of it. But we did want to just point them out because I think they're gonna continue to rise, and do very well. So
how many members?
We got 6 members. 6 members of G-Idol, and that stands in Korean for 여자 아이들. 아이들 means like kids. 여자 is obviously girls.
So girl kids?
Pretty much like as a direct
Kid girls?
translation.
Yeah.
But then in English they spell it as like G-Idol.
So it's like idol.
But I-DLE. Right?
Well, it's too much going on.
So when I first saw it, I was like, kind of like reminds me of Griddle, which reminded me of Waffle House. And then I was like,
oh my
we should go to Waffle House.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, let's go to Waffle House. When's the last time you went to Waffle House?
I haven't been to Waffle House in like at least 5, 6
No.
years.
Wait, can we go? Okay, after the engagement party, if we're not dead, we should go to Waffle House.
Let's do it. Oh my gosh. Have you guys had Waffle House before?
Oh,
Is Waffle House only in Atlanta or Georgia?
No, it's like a southern thing.
Okay.
You guys, Waffle House is gross but delicious.
It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful experience.
Right. It's that's all you can describe it as. And the name kind of speaks for itself. They have a lot of waffles there.
It's a house of waffles and everything. It's amazing. We'll post another something about it.
Should we set up this entire setup
at a Waffle House?
At a Waffle House?
We should.
That'd be incredible.
Anyways, 여자 아이들, G-Idol. You guys check it out. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's move on to the next group.
This is the next artist.
All right, so this is my pick for the week. My pick for this week is The Rose, and it's the song She's in the Rain. Here it is.
She's in the rain. 아름다웠던 널 그려보면 흘러가 버린 시간이 멈춰.
All right, so that is She's in the Rain by The Rose. The Rose has 4 members. And I would say like they're a little more like they're like indie pop idol. Like I don't want to say they're completely indie. I feel like they're like they have enough of a presence that it's not like indie. And obviously like visually and stylistically they're not fully like indie. I don't think.
Right.
So The Rose has 4 members: 우성, 도준, 재형, and 하준. And I wanted to point them out because I actually really like their music, and I feel like they're very underrated. And I think 우성 has an incredible tone. He was on, I believe, K-Pop Star.
Oh yeah.
Years ago.
As a solo.
I think he was a solo, but then like he got maybe put into a group on the show. Like kind of like Simon Cowell put together One Direction.
R.I.P.
Or yeah, rest in peace. But he was on that. I don't remember if he was like how that happened. But anyways, so I really wanted to point out this group because I really like Woo-sung's vocals, and I think he has a beautiful tone, and he has his own style of singing where he kind of like raises the notes and like bends them in a very creative way that I don't think a lot of people do.
Like Rose?
Yeah, a little bit. It's like
Rose.
He like kind of has a singing style that like it sounds like it's his voice is cracking, but it's intentional. You know what I mean? So but that's why I really like his style, and I think he's a great singer. And they have like a very unique sound that I think not a lot of teams are doing. And if you guys haven't figured it out by now, like I really appreciate teams that are doing things musically very differently.
Right.
And so, yeah, if you guys don't know, check it out. It's The Rose. I'm sure many of you do. He's also an MC on After School Club right now.
Who are the MCs right now?
It's him, Woo-sung, Hee-jun, Han-hee-jun, and Jimin, Jamie.
Okay.
So there's the three of them. So check it out. Check
I'm
out
gonna
The
check
Rose.
them out.
Here's another song from The Rose. Here it is.
바라보잖아, baby. Tell me now. 바라보잖아, 우리 둘이.
So that's what we have for our songs. Like, honestly, we kind of wanted to be very brief on them because we just wanted this episode today to be a lot more casual of us just kind of talking.
Yeah. Do you want to answer some questions?
Sure, let's answer some questions.
Crazy Ramblings with Eric Nom.
We'll start off talking about food.
Food. Okay, let's do it.
Food. Okay, so while you're in Europe, do you have a favorite food you tried?
Favorite food?
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys. So I did like 10 different countries. So I had lots of different food. I'll be very honest. There were places where I was like, this food is not good. And at a certain point, we found out, like, we realized that all we wanted was like Asian food. Like, it would be some form of like, it'd be Thai, or it would be like Japanese or Chinese or Vietnamese. And we did Korean like once or twice, and they were like horrible.
Vietnamese?
No, like Korean.
Oh, Korean.
And then like one time I had one place that was Japanese that was really bad too. So like some places were really good, some places were not very good. But I think when you're on the road for a month, like even though I want to have like everything local all the time, like it just didn't work out.
Right.
And so the easiest thing for us to eat was kebabs, like doner kebabs, because you know what you're getting. You're getting pita bread with some salad and some meat.
Can't really mess that up.
You can't mess it up.
Yeah.
So that was like the easiest thing to do. Like one time, like we went to like a Japanese place and it was just really poorly done. Like, so we just went for whatever's safest. One of my
safest.
Yeah, safest. So one of my favorite meals on the trip was actually in Lisbon. So it was the first day that everybody got into town. All my dancers flew in from LA. I had my Korea team flying from Korea. We had everybody's coming in, and everybody was exploring the city. I had been to Lisbon before, so I was just kind of walking around and like re-exploring places that I really liked. And I guess this place that the first time I got to Lisbon, I went by myself because Eddie ditched me on that trip.
Wait, what? I remember you guys went to Europe.
We went to Europe and he left early.
Like he left home to like back to the US?
He went home, or I don't remember what he did, but like I still had a few more days. So I spent a day in Provence by myself. Yeah. And then I spent a day or two in Lisbon by myself. So when I was in Lisbon, like there was, I just remember. Okay. Lisbon has amazing food. It's beautiful. But I would go to like, when you travel by yourself, sometimes it can be a little like nerve-wracking to eat completely by yourself in a nice place, or like go to nice places by yourself. So
people are probably like, what is that guy doing?
Why is this guy here by himself?
Why is he alone?
Like, what's he doing? Not that I care that much, but still.
Right.
So there's this one place. It's called the Independente. It's like, which is the Independent. Yeah. And it's a hostel hotel. Super like, I want to say like hip and like beautifully decorated. And when I went last time, I just like kind of looked in and I didn't really get to go in because it was like such a cool place and I felt like a loser.
Right. Unqualified?
Yeah, I felt unqualified. But this time we happened to be around the area and we're all like trying to figure out where to go eat. And I was like, let me just check this place. So I walk upstairs. I take this tiny elevator. It's like two people fit into it. and it's very claustrophobic, and it feels like this shaking thing that goes
Oh my
up.
gosh, it's my worst
But
nightmare.
we go up, and they have this like super cool setup of a restaurant and a rooftop bar, and the view is like beautiful. It's across the entire city, and you see the ocean.
Yeah.
And so I sat there. I couldn't drink, but like my team, they ordered like a bottle of wine. And we just watched the sunset, and then we were like, oh, can we have dinner here? And then we had this big open table dinner with everybody.
This place sounds incredible.
It was like super good food. It was like super artistic food, like kind of like pretentious almost, but like not, it didn't feel pretentious.
Right.
And I don't even remember what I had.
It was just that good. You blacked out.
Well, no, I just have a horrible memory.
Oh.
I'm like a goldfish.
Well,
So
okay, we'll just stick with you just blacking out.
I blacked out because it was so good.
Yeah.
What did I think I had fish. I had fish. I had some sort of white fish.
Yeah.
But I think more than just like the food being good, I really enjoyed that experience of like beautiful sunset, beautiful architecture and design. And we had been reunited as a team from a year ago. And so to be able to share that experience with my entire team, like that was probably one of the most memorable meals that I had on the trip. Another thing we had that was really good is in Poland, the promoter, they made us like Polish like sausages and dumplings and chicken. And it was like super good.
Sounds really good.
Yeah.
It's so fascinating.
Thank you.
It's like they purposely made the elevator super shaky so that you just enjoy the entire experience.
Maybe. Probably.
Good marketing on their end. Cool. Last question.
Yeah.
I guess, is there one fan moment experience that really, stood out to you? Something that you really just remember vividly because it was such a unique thing.
Yeah. So at my London show, there was this 10-year-old little kid, little friend. His name's Tyler, and he came to the show, and I had seen him online because his mom had gotten him tickets to my show and to BTS show.
Ooh.
And I think he was like, I forgot like exactly how the video goes, but he was like tearing up. He was so excited to go to the show. He was like super excited, and it was like so cute. But I didn't realize that they had gotten VIP to come to the show. So they come, and it's VIP, so we do the meet and greet before the show for London because we had to get out of the venue. So he comes, and he was so cute because he got so excited, and he like started to tear up, and he was so excited to say hi. And I was really excited to see him as well, and his mother. So hey guys. But it was very, very touching. And it goes back to that thing of diversity, right? When you're able to hit certain age groups and demographics and people of all sorts of different backgrounds and religions and colors, like that's why it's so amazing to be able to do what I do. But he was so excited, and he was like tearing up. And then we took a picture. And after the picture, he went out with his mom and his group to, I guess, go get merch. And so he went and got a runaway hoodie because I was wearing one. And he goes, "We're matching." And I was like, "Yeah, this is awesome. We're matching."
That's awesome.
So he,
That's so cool.
I saw him also after the show briefly, and he had, he was like, "That was so much fun, and I had a great time." And so I think that was one of the most memorable fan interactions that I had during the show because he was probably one of the youngest fans that I had at the show as well.
And that probably makes you want to, become an even better artist, celebrity, a public figure because this guy obviously he looks up to you.
Right. I mean,
that's like
that's why I think I always have like this debate in my head of like, is this inappropriate or can I say this or can I not say that? And then I have to every once in a while be like, oh wait, but there's like probably
Tyler's watching.
There's probably like I had last year I had a show. There was this kid. He was like 7 or 8 at the show. So I always feel like I have to stay I have to be responsible in terms of like what I say and how I behave.
Which you are.
Which I am. I think I am. So, but yeah, I had a great time on tour. And I'm glad to, I have a few more weeks of traveling so that I get all my things settled for the remainder of the year. But I'm excited to kind of get off of it and I can start focusing on a few more things, put together a new album. We're already talking about our next tour. So for those of you guys who have not seen me this year, look out. I'll probably be coming to you guys very soon. and we gotta get Eddie married. So
Yep.
that's about it.
That's our job.
But I don't know. I think that's pretty much it for today's episode. Sorry, I mean, I'm not sorry. This is a little bit different of an episode. Go ahead and reach out to us on our social media at Daebak Show on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And you guys can subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify playlist for all the latest music. I hope you guys have really enjoyed the background sounds on this episode. They have been incredible. We've had lawnmowers. We've had little kids screaming. We have cicadas screeching. You hear that? Listen to that. For those of you guys who are sticking around for the end of the show, and for those of you who are active on our socials, we do have a giveaway for you guys. We have a giveaway from the BOYZ.
The BOYZ.
So this album, Bloom Bloom, the BOYZ, title song is Bloom Bloom. This is signed by all members of the BOYZ. And this photo card here. We'll put all the directions on how you guys can get these signed CDs from the BOYZ on our social media. So please stay tuned to the social media. And yeah, the BOYZ.
And we have some really cool new
What do we
segments coming out.
Oh yeah, we do. We have some really cool new segments out. We're working on them. We're in the process of editing them, and hopefully you guys enjoy it and let us know what you guys think of it. But we're working on different segments that we think you guys will enjoy, so that we can go even deeper into music and we can go deeper into artists talking and all that kind of stuff. So it's all coming. We appreciate you guys having listened with us so far, and we appreciate your patience as we figure out how to do things better.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We're going to talk to you guys later. We have some more episodes coming to you guys very soon. Have a great week, a day, night, wherever you are. Hit us up. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Outro! Thank you for listening to K-Pop Daebak with Eric Nam.